On July 7, 751, a battle took place on the Talas River in Central Asia. This battle led to the introduction of one of the most important technologies of our time, paper, and the expansion of the Islamic religion in Europe. The battle was between the Chinese Tang dynasty and the Arab Abbasid Caliphate forces. The Abbasid were supported by the local Turkic tribes, including the Karluks. Remember them for future reference. The Tangs were supported by troops from the Fergana Kingdom, a Central Asian state. Before we go further, we need to have an understanding of what led up to this battle and how both empires found themselves in this situation. Central Asia at the time was an ever-shifting mosaic of different tribal and regional powers, fighting for trade rights, political power, and/or religious hegemony, double-crossings, and betrayals. Before the inevitable battle, there were early, what we are going to call, skirmishes. Due to the lightning speed at which the Arabs were expanding, clashes between them and the Chinese were always going to happen in Central Asia. Some of those battles include in 651 when the Arabs captured the capital of Merv, Sasanian, executed the king, Yazdegerd III, and conquered the territory up to the Chinese-Kyrgyz border. The son of Yazdegerd then felt and sought refuge in China, later becoming a general of one of China's armies. In 715, the Arabs deposited another king in the Fergana Valley of Afghanistan, leading to the first armed clash between the two. The deposed king was King Ikshid and Aluta. Ikshid asked China to intervene, and they sent an army of 10,000 mercenaries to overthrow Alutar and reinstate Ikshid. The eventual battle on the Talas River took place in July 715. The first 3 days were a stalemate between the two sides, with the Arab general assembling his troops in a standard formation, archers in front, spearmen behind them, and a heavy cavalry with the guard. The Chinese had a similar formation, with the only difference being that they had professionally trained heavy infantry of crossbowmen, mercenaries behind them, and the Karluk Turks on the exterior, far right and left flanks. What happened next has been debated for some time, but most accounts have it that the Karluk Turks defected on the third day of the battle. This had a devastating impact on the Tang, who suffered a surprise attack from the rear. This all bout meant that the Tang would suffer a devastating loss. The battle had some significant consequences. For one, it weakened the Tang dynasty, and as a result, the Arab Abbadis expansion across Central Asia and Europe grew. But most significantly, and maybe why you tuned into the video after the battle, the Arabs took some prisoners of war who took a largely unknown skill at the time, the art of papermaking. Thus, the skill spread across the Arab territories from this point and eventually reached Europe. Soon, papermaking factories sprung up in Samarkand, Baghdad, Damascus, Cairo, and Delhi, and in 1120, the first European paper mill was established in Spain.